So 7:01 on the 11th of December, call the meeting to order. Scott, we want to seat you for, Adele said she was going to be here, so why don't we seat you for Carrie for now?
I'll make a motion to seat Scott for Carrie's position.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
So really the main topic tonight was to put forth a meeting schedule. Couple, I don't know, I attached it to the meeting. Everyone saw that, vote on the meeting agenda. For the year for 2024. We tried to do pretty much a couple meetings in January, a couple meetings in February. We start up in March with every week. April, actually, there's 4 weeks, and same with May. Then cut it back down to 3 for June and July. Hopefully, we're pretty much done. And then kind of run out the rest of the year, July, August, September, October. And then finish up with Christmas. The way the weeks fell, I only had one for December. December. These would be all on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. Same as this year, pretty much. So if someone.
Discussion, anyone?
No, I think it's fine. Scott, did you get a chance to take a look at that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Make a motion to accept the 2024 regular meeting schedule as proposed by Kip Finch.
I'll second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 The next item on the agenda was the Sandy Beach lease, which I sent you guys. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. There's a copy here if you want. Tom asked me to put it on the agenda. I don't think we need to necessarily vote on the approval of it, but we can need to vote, I think, to
maybe a recommendation for the board of selectmen to send it to a town meeting. Appropriate. Yeah, this was kind of batted around for a while, back and forth, and finally, this is the version that was acceptable to the White Memorial Foundation, the landowners. It's fairly basic lease. I don't know if there's any questions on it.
no, it goes to, I think, 2030.
30 or 35.
It's a 30-year lease. Yeah, so. And then we split that with any cost would be split 2/3 1.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think Litchfield's 60/40, I think, with Morris on Sandy Beach. I know Van Lake Authority is 1/3, 2/3, because it's based on population for Sandy Beach versus Van Lake is based on how much of the lake is in each town. So
this is 20 years.
Oh, 20 years.
20.
Yeah. April 21st, 23 to March 31st, 43. 2043.
So I think we sort of previewed that a while back too, right?
Yes, yep.
The insurance was the issue, so we do 60/40 split for the insurance costs as well.
All costs. Yep.
All costs. And I think I had this discussion with Denise just because she was asking me what I knew about it. And I think the one question I walked out of that with was the cost would go up with the cost indicator, government cost indicator goes up 3%. This goes up 3%. If it goes down, I forget the acronym, but if it goes down, does it go down as well? Or if it stays flat, it stays flat?
You have to, I think it still goes up.
It says adjusted for the cost of living.
All right, so it's stated with.
Yeah, so it should stay with the cost of living. It shouldn't be 3%. Boom, it should only be if the cost of living increases that much. It's kind of like our COLA per diem in the military. If it goes up, it goes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right.
So that made sense.
I don't think cost of living's ever gone down.
So 20-year contract, is that what the last one was? Or, I mean, it just seemed like 20 years. We're talking 43.
Yeah, Phil, you were first selectman when we did the other one, I believe. And it was due to, I believe, the assessor at the time indicated if we went into a long-term contract, that the value of the property would decrease. And that's what we're looking for, because at the time, they were looking to bump up the value of that property significantly, which would have driven Sandy Beach Commission out of business for paying the taxes on behalf of White Memorial.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
A while ago.
Hey, I'm like, I'll be 74. This thing's expired.
Right.
God willing. Do we have to make a motion to,
I think if the motion would be to recommend it to go for a town vote or, yeah,
Board
Board
of
of
Finance
Finance would make-
proposes it go to, or be sent back to the first selectman for a town
the
vote.
board of
For
selectmen.
For account.
Any,
You gonna make that motion? Did you? Or-
Scott, did you have anything on that?
Nope, I'll second it.
No. Okay, I want to make a motion. I just wrote it earlier, so make a motion, talking beach lease discussion, Board of Finance. We propose that it be sent back to the first selectman to go for a town vote. And Scott seconded,
Recommend.
recommended. Thank you.
Board of Selectmen.
So you made the motion, Scott seconded it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Great. Fifth item was the November monthly reports that treasurer sent out. I don't know if anybody had any questions on that. I don't think Rick got any questions. It said that if there was any, I would bring them back. But I think we're in good shape.
I'm glad we get those reports. from-
Yeah, me too.
It's a big help.
Yeah, and he has sort of that email chain, so we can kind of go back and look.
Yeah.
So I think if there's ever a question, it would be in that email chain. So that's a good thing, I think.
And they work together well, and I think it's
Yeah.
good.
And then the collection was part of that as well, so. The last item that I had was to review the meeting minutes from the last meeting. A couple copies if you guys want them. I sent them out.
What I think that is 14.
The what?
November 14th.
14, yep.
Yeah, just going back to the November 14th meeting. So it was a little meeting.
Oh,
Well, at the time, we thought that Scott had gotten elected. So if there's anything that here that needs to be re-voted on, we can do that.
I would revote it because even if he had gotten elected, the new term didn't start until the 21st and this was on the 14th. So he would have had to be sworn in
Right,
before voted, before able to
yeah,
sit.
that's a fair point.
So the only thing really was wrong was he got seated as the full,
Oh,
he was still
not-
alternate.
So it wasn't seated.
Correct, he was not seated.
So we could just go
Well, if
down
he
the
wasn't
list.
seated, then it's not a problem. Well, he was an alternate.
Yeah. He is an alternate. He is still an alternate. He wasn't seated as an alternate.
At the time.
Okay.
So we can go down the list and redo the motions on these, if you don't mind, I'll start them. Want to do that?
Sure.
Please. All right, motion by Scott Becker, or I'm gonna do a motion by Hunter White to approve the 8/22/2023 meeting minutes. And I need a second.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'll change the date on that one for today.
Did you guys vote to approve the audit?
That was on the previous meeting.
No, this was when Dave Capoletti came in.
No,
Met with Dave to discuss the annual fiscal report. So there wasn't any vote on that. I just discussed it.
You didn't vote to accept it? Usually it's just a courtesy. Just
No, we did not. Did you get, I think I left you a copy in there.
take it. I didn't get up there.
So the next one is a new business item we voted on. It was Scott Becker made a motion to approve $13,000 for purchase of a salt sand conveyor assembly. So I am going to make a motion as of today to approve $13,000.
No more than,
No more, no, it says $13,000 because we did,
yes.
okay. If you want me to change the word verbiage, I can.
I thought we had Yeah. I
Yeah, we
mean,
did preface it as no more than. I thought.
Yep,
To approve $13,000 for purchase of a salt sand conveyor assembly. Board of Finance asked Highway Maintenance Department head to provide an additional quote if we couldn't find one. I'm looking for a second to replace my vote last time.
Oh, we'll provide that second.
Discuss. Discuss. We need to, when we move money, we have to say where we're moving it from.
well, this was, I believe it was out of the, capital non-recurring.
Mhm.
We can't move money out of that?
Even if it's not, it would have to go to town. It
Well,
becomes a capital project, so capital non-recurring secured. If you put money in,
Mhm.
it's not necessarily gone to a project. But then it has to be applied to a project.
And this wouldn't be considered a project?
Well, it would be, then it has to go to town vote. Capital projects have to be approved by town meeting.
I thought that was only if it was 20,000.
25 or above.
No,
Purchase, you can do less than 20,000.
not a capital. You can't do a capital project without approval. That's why we have a whole capital.
Well,
It's not on the list.
It's not on the list.
That's not, so I'll talk to Rick and find out. If he has,
Just do it out of contingency and be safe.
it's a good thing.
Sure, you could do it out of contingency then.
I mean, it might be splitting hairs, but it could blow back.
No, you're
Yeah, yeah.
right, you're right.
But
That makes sense.
if you're going out of contingency, where are you putting it?
Gonna put it, well, we have to say where we're putting it
Listen,
anyway.
we'd have to spell out the exact line item.
Problem is if that line item goes over.
We'd have to put it in that
money out
line
of
item.
Contingency again, then you can't. Well, you
Right.
could, you go to town meeting.
You can go to town meeting. But,
So what you were saying is move it out of contingency.
or what's in there now? Safe bet is let maintenance go over, or would be under maintenance, let maintenance go over and do it one shot. Cause you got one bite at the apple. That's the safest way to do it.
Yep.
Cause you're right, if you go over, there's not two bites.
You can't do it
Yeah.
twice, right?
With, well, you gotta go to town meeting.
Yeah.
The thing is, you wanna get this done without a big to-do.
Okay, so what do you say?
Just like, oh,
Huh?
just let it ride.
Just let it go, come out of the highway department budget. And then if they go over, we know why they went over.
Do you have the report?
The what?
Do you have the report? So you can just see where they're at, or anything else we can go to? No. Let's see.
No, but if we take it out of their equipment line, which is one of their biggest lines, right? Town maintenance equipment line is the biggest one that they own, other than the salt, sand and all the other crap. But I'm gonna scratch this one out just for us. I'm gonna scratch this out of those minutes, so we'll have to revote on the minutes.
Sure.
We're not gonna have minutes, cause.
No, and I'll send them back. I'll redo these and send
Repairs
them.
and maintenance. They have $19,586 left right now, according to this.
Right.
Okay.
Else would it be? Equipment? They don't have much in there then.
So how
That's probably the only one that would really be a proper one to take about.
how much time would you have to need to put it in the capital request?
Well, you
Next.
can always,
Next
the
one.
next budget, or you can always do town meeting,
Yeah,
but you don't want to for that amount.
because then if you
So
go.
once you vote on that section of projects to be done and put a dollar sign next to them, that's done for the year. You can't add or subtract from it,
In town meeting, you can pretty much do anything.
put through a town.
Through town meeting.
Okay.
That's how we.
But I'm saying when you build the original, I mean, that's set in stone unless you have the town vote on it.
And then we have $20,000 worth of transfer power, but anything over that, that's for town. That's where that comes to play, 20,000.
Why am I stuck on 25? I always said it's 25.
Why is it stuck at 20 this day and age?
Where is it? Is it not number?
What?
I was just looking at the actual versus estimate revenue.
Than an actual budget? Or
No, I was looking at the Rick's reports, expenditures.
repairs and maintenance, he's expended 21,000. Oh, no, he's got 21,000 left.
1,000 left.
Spent 19,000, 586, so 45,000.
6 months in.
Yeah,
Wonders can. Hopefully he's got everything fixed and built.
Right.
And they're hunkered down.
Tread lightly.
yeah.
Don't break anything.
Don't break any more toys. I mean, it's the safest way, probably. I'm just,
Sure.
Still apply for a few more grants.
I think it's great and so, Rick keeps noting it,
Yep,
as he does.
right.
As he has, so we're all still aware of it when May comes.
Right.
We all-
Well, if we put it in the minutes, then we should all know. I mean,
So I think it provides a comfort.
Yeah.
Level, so.
okay.
I mean, I did watch the video.
All
so
right,
I
we don't
know
have to
that
do
we're-
anything other than let Nick,
Shape my name's
let him know and then
Don't worry about
definitely
that.
Huh?
let him know for sure.
Yeah.
And then, kind of blanking on his name,
Kyle,
let Kyle know for sure.
Kyle's been trying to get this quote from a dealer out in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, because we asked for a second.
And it's
Possible.
extremely difficult because the guy really only deals with trailers and stuff like that. He doesn't deal with the repairs of sanders and such. But he's working on it.
so would that be considered highway road maintenance? That's, or
I
not,
think with repairs and,
repair maintenance? Yeah, so he's got 22,000
yeah,
left.
repairs and maintenance.
You catching all this, Scott?
Yep, I am.
You want?
It's high tech.
Yeah. So highway repairs and maintenance was $45,000. Month to date, spent 2,200. Year to date, spent 1,900,
19,000.
19,000, sorry. So there's $22,000 left over. Currently. Just shy of 50.
13, you lose a 9.
Right.
Something else breaks, it's probably. I don't know.
Depends on what it is.
And all that, you could go through the end of the year, we just like you said, remind everybody that when we go, oh my God,
I'm just
oh
saying,
yeah, we gave him 13,000.
yeah, is it time to throw a note in there next to that line item? We're not there yet.
No,
Yeah, we'll remember.
we'll remember.
Yeah. So
There's enough of us here that will remember it.
hopefully,
God, we're-
I swear I will remember it and say, yes, we did this.
okay. So make a motion to.
I think we have to do anything, just tell Red.
Just tell
I'm
Rick.
gonna squash that from the meeting minutes
Okay,
and then I'll redo these and I'll redo tonight's and just send them on.
But you voted on approving that 13,000.
Yes.
we did.
Yeah.
But just where it's coming out of. So you
I
got-
don't think we're doing a vote now.
No, that's right. So it's.
We don't even need to do it. That's why
No,
I'm.
I think we just need to let Rick know that we decided to just use that, just give him a note, so he knows what the heck we're doing.
Yeah.
That.
The less we do, the
that.
better off we are.
And then he's not moving money around and chasing
Yeah.
that. And then, I think. Now, you could make a motion, we ask for additional quotes.
Well, I
Or
did ask
just-
him for,
just-
I did, Tracy, I did ask him for additional quotes
Yeah,
if
we did.
possible
Okay.
at the
I
last
don't think-
meeting,
Think we need a motion.
part
for
of the
that.
motion. As part of the motion last time that was in there.
Correct.
When I said the 13,000, I asked for additional quotes.
It's already in effect right now anyways. He's
He-
looking.
I know, when I spoke to you, he was looking for
But
additional.
he did say it's a one-off item, so he doesn't know if it'll happen.
Well, he can report back. I don't think we need a motion for that. I guess that's the thing, because we're watching that motion, that was part of it.
I think we're
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy, we went down the road of additional quotes just for the simple fact that people are going to ask, like,
Yeah.
did you get any other quotes?
Not a bad thing to have,
Yeah.
you know, transparency and all that. Tell them to not. Be very careful with this equipment, from now on.
Right. So, the motion to review the meeting minutes, so we're gonna make an addendum to the meeting minutes, is that what we're saying?
I am going to make an addendum to the meeting minutes from the 14th
Correct.
and I'll send that off.
The motion would be as amended,
As amended.
Approve this.
Approved as amended.
approved as. And then we don't have any motions hanging out, so.
I'm
I
sorry.
just want, and then we don't have any motions hanging out, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's really what Wouldn't let you do that with the meetings, that's all that FOIA would ever say. Did we do your motions, pretty much?
Right, so the only motion that we had was,
We did it.
Yeah.
It was only two.
so we're good here? Or do we have to make an action? Someone has to make a motion to amend,
I
Uh,
wasn't here, so I didn't.
yeah.
I'll make a motion to amend.
Approve as amended.
Approved as amended. Meeting minutes from 11/14/23.
Correct. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Aye.
I have to abstain.
Tracy abstained. She wasn't here. And since this is a special meeting, there's no public comment unless I talk about. I know Richard's on.
There's no public comment.
Yeah. No,
Did you put it on the agenda?
it's not. So I make a motion to adjourn at 7:22.
I'll second that.
Pick your second.
Thank you, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, thanks, guys.
And Hunter,
We will see you in January.
You're gonna just have to live with it. I'm taking minutes.
1947?
Yeah.
1947.